Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Friday, January 11th, 2019. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and I'm really glad you're here with me today. We've had a big week and been doing a lot of transformation, and that result is showing up in the cards today, that's for sure. Good for you. You know, it's been a big week. It feels like there's been a lot of energy moving and a lot of things happening behind the scenes that are out of our control. And we've just got to roll with it and not be focused on our monkey mind that's impatient. So our card today that came up, this is a really great card. This is the Shaman of Swords. So here's a couple things to know. She is the last card in the swords category. There are 4 categories in the tarot, and when we receive a last card like we did, we're near the end yesterday or the day before when we had the twisting woman. She was near the end of the deck. So these are all signs that we're coming near the ends of a way of being or of a programming that we've had or of this information. We're transforming. That's the word I'm looking for. So the swords represent the air signs, and the air sign always is what's happening up in the mind. So this really has been a mind game this week about keeping our heads in place and check and paying attention to the words that are coming out. But what this card has said is that you have created this pathway that you're able to communicate in a variety of ways using spirit. So you have a direct coconut line to spirit, and you're able to receive your messages and information more clearly. And she's also speaking from the heart. And it's quite a powerful image of looking at how she's able to communicate in so many different ways that are making sense and that message is being received to others. And she's speaking from the heart and she's integrated in the brain. And with that direct path, that direct like coconut line connection, I call it the coconut line, because we're all just a bunch of monkeys down here, woohoo, just clicking out messages to each other. And once a bunch of us get that same message and that coconut line gets spread out and we all receive the same electromagnetic frequencies where we're able to receive that message and information. So that's why I call it the coconut line. So our Linn card today confirms this transformation. And this is like the phoenix just coming out, just starting to emerge from the ashes. You see, she still has a lot of force in that downward movement. She's still kind of pumping those wings, sailing up to the sun. It says, a fresh new way of living emerges. Now, remember, yesterday we got that faraway places and you were told to start packing. So this is not just a physical possibility, but this is you changing and transforming in a way so that you're able to live in a new way. This is you emerging from your muck and letting go of these old messages that just don't serve you anymore, and your transformation, your celebration that you're able to communicate better, to stand in your truth, to speak from your heart, but with a direct line, a direct coconut line to spirit, and be in that divine light and receiving that divine information. Because that's what's important, is it coming from spirit? Are we in our true self? Are we acting out of divine action and divine movement so that we can be of higher service to ourselves and others? And for me, that's integrating, comes right into the core, and you really feel that in your center, that strength. So the action card that came up today is be in nature. And nature is just inviting you to remember not only the purity of it all and how good the air is and how nice it feels to be. Sometimes it's nice to be a little bit cold and then to be moving, and then suddenly you're warmed up, and going through the whole process of how the human body even is in nature and how it enjoys nature. Or if you're someplace warmer where you can really be outside and just enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the planet and all that she has to offer. I do offer a lot of well, I often recommend literally hugging a tree and taking on that frequency and sharing in appreciation of that tree and just thanking it for being there, not by, by literally going up and hugging it. And you will feel the energy if you're able to quiet your mind and just merge your energy with that piece of nature in appreciation. It will help you have clarity in who you are, where you're going, and how you are going to be different when you arrive than when you started out on the journey. When we start out on the journey, we are a different person by the time we end that journey, right? So much happens to us. We're changed and shaped by our environments, by our experiences with others. So it is important to be welcoming of yourself, of your new self, as how you have transformed from the beginning of this journey, no matter where it was, the process of looking for work, or when you arrived at your new home that is now going to be your old home if you're moving, whatever your search, it doesn't matter what the journey is. Just notice how you are when you began that journey and how you've transformed by the end of the journey. And then welcome yourself, really welcome and honor the work that you've done and celebrate your steps all along the way, because that's the important part. If we celebrate each of our steps along the way, when we get to the next destination, it'll just be more excitement about the next destination, and the next will allow for that expansion rather than, okay, that's it, shutting down, done with this job is done, over. It's like, no, nothing's over. We could just continue to expand. Well, this has really been a huge week, and I'm really grateful that you've been stopping in and that I get to see you. And hopefully these uploads have been perfectly timed. I've had to do some recording so that I can maximize the speed of the Wi-Fi. But I know these messages are being received as we need to hear them. All right, I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Be sure and keep an eye out for my weekly forecast, which will be posted maybe right after this video or shortly after. We'll see how the Wi-Fi works. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.